Hey everybody. Awesome. So I am just doing a real quick stream today. One, I'm testing out a couple things here. One of which you won't see the unboxing of, but it's being used right now on stream, which is for my camera. Because I'm using my DSLR, my 7D Canon, I picked up a, basically, what is this considered? Battery DC coupler. So it's an AC power supply that plugs directly into the battery compartment on the bottom of it, and plugs into the AC so it gets consistent power as it's going. And so that way there's no battery limit. Hopefully it will keep things cooler as well, but we will see. Go figure. I'm going to show I start receiving a call. That is not one I think I have to answer, so I'll let that sit. But what I wanted to come into is right now you're hearing me live talking on my OM2 mic through our Alesis mixer board that we've had for the show all the way back from the Octal and Hordak days. So this is over 10 years old, this setup and more. I've slowly been improving things around the studio, things just to try to make the quality better in general. But one of the things that I've not really touched is the physical hardware for the audio. And I talked about on the show before where I was really listening to and watching a lot of other people broadcast and was jealous, I guess, of how good they sound. In reality, I think there's nothing for me to worry about these OM2 mics. I was looking at a bunch of others. These are really good quality solid mics. They're used in gig bags around the industry. People who are actually going out and playing live concerts and stuff because they're near indestructible and they give great audio response. But one of the challenges, the mixer board introduces some level of noise as well as coming through these longer, now that I have these 25-foot XLR cables so that it's all out of the way. And I've always wanted to get things a little better. I can just see even now if I stop talking, there's just a little bit of noise in there. And actually what I'm going to do is turn off, I think, the noise gate that I'm running in the mixer software. This way it'll keep this on continuously, hopefully. Let's see if it does. Yeah, there you should start to, if you're really paying attention, you'll hear just a little bit of digital noise coming through. And I did this on the show before where I turned up the gain and did it. But anyhow, I'm going to leave that gain down on it, and I'm going to show you what I just got. So from Triton Audio, this is a FetHead. And it comes in this little box, and what it is designed to be a preamp for each individual mic. And so I'm going to pop this bad boy open, just in this neat little container here. I got this one. I looked at a bunch of different reviews, and that's all that's here in the box. Nice little bag here for Triton Audio. And it's really just straightforward. This is supposed to use the phantom output power from the mixer to create a cleaner signal and amplified from the microphone down. So this is all it is. It's a little plug that goes directly into the back of the mic. And I'll probably show that here. It'll turn off. You won't be able to hear me as I put it on. But we'll see what it does for the audio. So what I'm going to do firsthand is right now the gain on this audio board is set. I mean, it's not too high. Now that I've got it kind of right at my face, it's actually a little lower than I have been doing in the past. But the gain is set right now at about 4-ish on the scale. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4-ish on my board. And I feel like I come through pretty clean without overpowering. Everything else is coming through at level, so hopefully it sounds pretty clean. So when I put this thing, well, first I was going to turn up the noise, so I'm going to go quiet here, and I've seen other people do this. You're going to hear the digital noise coming through the mixer board, more the mixer board than it is the microphone. And so just listen for a second. I'm going to turn up the gain, and you'll really hear it. And there, I can barely whisper. Oh, even there it went way too bright. That is at full, almost full gain. I'm going to go down just a little bit to about 8 or so on the board. And you can hear that noise in the background. All right, so I've dropped it back down to kind of the normal levels. and we'll see what this does. So all I'm going to do, I'm going to pull the mic over so you can see it, because right here in the back, I'm just going to disconnect. You're not going to hear me for a second as I put this on. Disconnect this. I'm going to turn on the Phantom audio power. First, I'm going to try to turn on and see if it does anything without. Then I'll turn on the power and make sure to see how that goes. I'll probably have to turn down the gain for it to work. Oh, come out of there. Admittedly, this okay, you can hear me just barely. That's because I don't have the power on. Okay, there. I turned on the Phantom power, so it's getting power to the amplifier. It is still at 4 where I was talking before, so now I'm going to turn the gain down further. And this way, hopefully, I will find a noise floor where it's comfortable. So now the gain is essentially completely off. In fact, I may even have to, wow, that put a lot on there. So the question is, I'm actually kind of maxing out the signal now, but I'm going to turn it off, or I'm not going to say anything and see what the noise sounds like. Although I think I just heard a fan kick on in the back as well. So I think my computer or the monitor's fan here just kicked on when I was trying to do that. And it might be picking some of that up as well. So I'm wondering if I can do anything else to lower it now. Let's see. What can I do to, because that is at no gain. That's essentially at 0 gain on the mixer board. Anything else and I'll be crushing it. And so maybe if I turn everything down just a little bit more on the actual mixer part of it, I still feel like I'm going to blow it out now if I even talk, because I normally when I do the show I'll get pretty emphatic. You're like, "Hey everybody," and that's like, wow, that is pulling in, because I don't want to necessarily be up here, or that's just blowing it out. So I may have to actually lower some of the. Let's see. If I do it on the digital mixer, that might help. So still hear the fan. You'll have to tame yourself. So the funny part is this mic might have been sensitive enough that it doesn't need the preamp as much as I thought it might. But it definitely gets rid of that line noise. The problem now is I'm getting enough background from the amplification. Yeah, that I'm hearing the fan on the monitor. It's another reason why I need to get rid of this ridiculous monitor I have sitting next to me. But let's see. If I position that microphone a little bit over there. Nope, that's still. Whew. Admittedly, if I turn the gate back on. Because what that does is that'll turn off the mic when it goes beyond a level. I'm also going to turn this down a little bit. See if I can keep it from going red every time I jump it. So now I'm actually turning. Nope, I'm still a little hot compared to what I want to be. So I'm going to have to play with it a bit. But it looks like the preamp's doing exactly what it's supposed to do. In that I have the gain completely off on the mixer board now. And yet, it's coming through loud and clear. In fact, too hot. So, dropping it all the way down to like a 4. Let's see, negative 8 decibel there. That's about where I want to be, or a little closer. So that's coming through, and well, the fan will come through because it is loud in the background here, and the mic will pick it up. Normally, you hear me talking consistently, so you don't hear it, and I have the gate on, so it'll drop off as soon as I stop talking, like this. Now it's actually the audio software back here that's saying cut off because you don't hear me. But hopefully, in general, that makes things sound pretty clean. If I hear myself coming through it nicely and I don't hear anything else in the background, I'm going to crank up my monitor listening to myself and turn it up really loud so I can hear everything in the microphone that I hear in my headset. And I feel like, yeah, there's still some of the fan noise there, but I don't think I'll be able to get rid of that a whole lot. I might be able to direct the angle a little bit and keep the mic at a different position because it's designed to turn off sound from external. It's designed to only catch noise from directly at me. And so this way I'm positioning it so it's pointed more at my mouth and less towards the computer or anything like that. So hopefully that'll clean things up. Let's see. If I drop the gate a little bit, there's that noise of the fan in the back. But I think I can actually probably keep it a little less than it was. Do it at about a 5 or something. And like I said, I'm now tweaking like where the microphone's pointed at me, less over there, more over here. And hopefully that'll make it feel and sound just a lot better in the long run. Hey, thank you, Linux 5, for stalking me there. Appreciated, even though I'm just talking about quality of audio, and hopefully that'll pick up. But yeah, no, so hopefully this will sound great. And my theory is I might do more of this for the other mics as I spend more time here, because I can just turn the gain up on those. Although actually I may not, because I don't often have anyone else in the room with me, except when I'm doing those shows. I might be willing to accept a little noise from them. Because with this on there, it would pick up on the other mics. Right now, the gain's off down all the way without unplugging the mics, and I don't have an issue. And so that's something I may have to play with. That's interesting. All right, so nice thing is I'm also playing with... I haven't done just a straight audio one to kind of play with the various feeds to get how it sounds to me. It's been a while since I've really played with them. So I'll have to look at that further. But right now, no, I'm liking it. It's doing exactly what I expected it to. And a lot of the reasons that people pick up this preamp is because they like to have the... it just fits right on the microphone. And so one, like I said, it amplifies before the noise that is introduced by the line, by the cable. So they've said that's a really good thing. As well as it's really sturdy and they can take it with them on the road really conveniently versus having these ones that require like big bricks of metal to do. So this is pretty cool. I'm going to be testing it out for a while. Hopefully it does everything I expect. Nice thing, it also does prep me for if I do want to go and get one of the more expensive microphones like that SMB7 that is, or what is it? Yeah, the SMB7. SM7B. That's it, the Shure. Because it almost requires a preamp of some kind. It's such a sensitive mic, it catches a lot, and so you want to keep it low. But yeah, this is doing what I expected it to. It's just, I guess, the OM2s are nicer than I was giving credit for. So, cool. All right, I think that's really all I had to talk about today. I would love to hear feedback. Feel free to either message me as you will or email into our new show address at vtwshowx@gmail.com. Let me know what you think. How does this sound for the preamp here? As well as I'm going to eventually try to get Ken to upgrade his overall setup. Somewhere in there I want him to be as clean as I am, or as clean as I'd like to think I am. So that's what I got. All right, everybody, I'm going to let it go. I was just really excited because that came in and trying to up the quality of the show, and so that's something for you as well. So more likely to keep the camera on and use the DSLR now because I've been, I like that field of depth. It seems to look pretty good. It's a little slower because it's coming off of a screen capture on the screen versus directly from the camera into the recording software, so it's not as smooth. But I think it looks not bad. The quality, at least, I think looks pretty clean. It's more just a question of how the frame rate is. And I have some thoughts on how to improve or change that, but right now that's how it looks. So thank you very much, and I will be out of here, and I will chat with you guys come Sunday on the show.